Welcome to New Bride Live. I'm your host, Nova Reid, bringing you behind the scenes footage of some of my favourite gorgeous wedding industry suppliers. Today I'm joined by the beautiful Chenca, head designer at Ritva Westenius. Chenca, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, Nova, it's more than a pleasure. I'm looking forward to this.
So I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your beautiful bridal industry, the beautiful designs you do. Give readers a bit of a flavour about what Ritva Westenius stands for, what you do, and also find out more about that beautiful background you have as a prima ballerina. In fact, I'm going to start there first.
Oh, bless you. Okay,
So I have a background in theatre, and I have always thought the wedding industry, there are so many similarities to performance and choreography, being on stage. What led you into designing from being a prima ballerina?
Well, basically, the fundamental whole reason that I started designing or was even given a job after retiring after 24 years was because my mother is Ritva Westenius. So I was lucky in that way, but I hadn't actually thought what I would do as a transition. I really didn't know because it had been my whole life. I'd been dancing since I was 2.5.
Yeah,
you know, and it was, yes, but it was my life. And, you know, I went to school, but I did ballet as well as school. I did my GCEs, I did my A-levels, you know, and it was just a normal way that life went. So when you've been doing something for like 24 years, it's part of your psyche. And I also had my children while I was a dancer. Got back up on stage 6 weeks later. Oh yes, anybody can do it. You can do it. So it's just, you've got to know that you can multitask, because the previous generations before me didn't have children. And I thought, why? You know, we all have a right to have children. I did have mine late, I have to admit. I did start in my mid-30s. But I've got 2 beautiful children from that. And the only sad thing is they were too young to remember me dance. So that's the only thing I really regret. You know, I should have maybe started earlier.
But you were busy, to be fair. So you were dancing with which company?
Oh, basically, it started off as the Sadler's Wells Royal Ballet, because in those days, the Sadler's Wells Royal Ballet was the touring company of the Royal Opera House. So we were the ones that used to take, you know, as in the dance, to the greater world. So I probably circumnavigated the globe about 4 times. It gives you such a grounding as well, because you also see poverty as it really is. You also see how other people live. You also see the different cultures. You know, everything envelops you, because the world is marvellous if you actually go out there and take the good things out of it. And for me, that travelling gave me a greater interest in human nature, I think, more than anything.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What I'm saying is that I found my new stage here on the shop floor, because I spent the whole of my life. Because my training was you could never speak, you could never disagree, and you always had to do what you were told. Basically. Even interpreting a role, you're told by the choreographer how to interpret it. This is how it's going to be done. And yes, I have gone on stage and been blown up quite a few times asking why I played a role in a certain way, and I would need to explain because that's how I felt the role should be played.
Now you started designing. I love your designs. To me, have movement in them.
Okay. So there's our little link from that. Yes, because you see how I look at the bridal industry is actually I put it upon myself that the bride is the principal in a ballet. Because you are the centre of attention. Full stop. I mean, who looks back in 10 years and sees what the groom's wearing? No. But they don't, do they? No, but I'm sorry, grooms, or anybody out there. But you know, you're going to look back at that photograph, and it's so important that you yourself make yourself, how do I say it, true unto yourself. It's the more enhanced, beautiful you. So don't actually change the way you look, because you're being married because he loves you as you are. You know, if you have short hair, don't grow it long. All these little things. I think you've just got to be true to yourself. And I think that's why it's so important that you sort yourself out as the cog, because then everything else happens around you. I think of it like, you know, being the swan queen. And then you sort out your corps de ballet. But you certainly make certain your corps de ballet aren't as good as you. And it's the same as a bride. You have to be the centrepiece. And it is like a performance.
I think it is.
You do have your audience, your congregation. You know, that's how I look at it. Those doors open. The curtain's gone up.
It's your stage.
Yes. And that is your moment in life. It's fantastic and very empowering, as long as you have chosen the right dress and feel confident. Because of course there are people that don't like being photographed, but if you ignore all that and just enjoy your wedding day, if you're confident in the dress that you're wearing, you've won.
The rest of it doesn't matter.
No,
We don't
it's
notice.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.